And in fact, the relationship we are building with America is one that is mutually beneficial. I gave President Trump an example. We are finalizing an agreement with America on some of our rare earth and critical minerals. And we have agreed that the minerals will be processed in Kenya, as opposed to, what the other relationship. We've agreed with them on what is mutually beneficial between Kenya and the United States. And President Trump and the American administration are happy with it. For us, from the African continent, to have is the same thing that they are doing in DRC, to make sure that whatever agreements, whatever deals are being fashioned are deals that benefit the country in the way we have said. These natural resources can no longer be exported and processed elsewhere. They have to be processed in country and in continent. We have to create value out of them. We are ready to share the benefits of that value with those who invest with us. Humanity. And for your information, our meeting in the Africa Forward Summit in the relationship between Africa and our partners. And we're going to reject any relationships that are based on extraction of our natural resources, energy resources, human capital. We are instead going to build relationships with partners who are interested in investments in our continent, not extraction. It is an opportunity that can be harnessed for global progress. And finally, Africa is not a problem to be solved. It is actually a big part of the solution. I also made it absolutely clear that Africa is not a burden for anybody to carry. Africa instead is an opportunity that can be harnessed for global progress and perspective. But I also brought in the African perspective because Kenya has been in this space. On this Ebola issue, among the countries, in fact, the first country, and so far the only country that has put in money to support our building of resilience around Ebola is the United States. They put money in DRC, they put money in Kenya. And when Ebola was announced by the World Health Organization, I did the responsible thing. We immediately embarked on building isolation centers, preparing, training staff, making sure that we test people around our borders. And we set out to establish 23 isolation centers around Kenya. As we did that, the United States stepped in and supported our effort with financial support of what the global issues are, because everything that was discussed, they did request us to allow them one facility in the event that there would be any American that would require isolation, not treatment, isolation. The same isolation that we would even make available whether they had one in Laikipia or not. They would still have had access to the 23 that we are building. So it was in my right conscience that I said we will give them the opportunity to build one of the 23 that we were already building around the country.